Hi guys, Chris here from Azon Power Packs. I've got another video for you here, and this makes up day 2 of the 30-day challenge surrounding the Amazon Kickstart or Power Packs method. Now, I won't go over what I did on day 1. You'll find it on my YouTube channel, or you will find it above this video in the thread. In this video I want to talk about picking a niche. I thought that was a really good place to start. Obviously, if you're going to make money with Amazon, you need to know how to pick a really good niche. Now, I will move on after this video to tell you a bit about a great niche and how you can sort of speed all this stuff up. I just want to tell you really quickly before we get started, the 30-day challenge, I'll just very briefly move through it. Basically, the 30-day challenge is this. What we're going to do is we're going to get 5 Amazon sites out there in the next 30 days, or you are. And the reason you're going to do that is if you do it, I will give you a free membership to Azon Power Packs. Now, Azon Power Packs gives you PLR content, and for those scratching your head, that means private label rights content. It means you can use the content any way you wish. But the problem is, for some of you that have used PLR before or seen PLR, the first question that comes up is, if I have PLR content and it's the same as everybody else's content, what good is it? And it's a good question. Because it's not much use at all, in fact. Because if you have everyone using the same content, you're not going to get ranked on Google. You may do, but the chances are you won't. So you have to make that unique. Included with your Azon Power Packs membership, I tell you exactly how to make your content unique for every pack that you get every month. Now, also included in that, so that's still like a normal PLR membership. The thing that makes it different is you get the niche picked for you, you get all the keywords done for you, so you can download the keywords, you've got the niche, you've got all the content, you get videos of the products, video reviews to be able to promote on social media, YouTube, stuff like that. But here's the thing that makes it different to most, not all, but most PLR memberships. You will also get exact instructions of where to get traffic for that individual niche. I'll speak a bit more, I'll just run through this with you and how to pick a niche, but basically what that means is the great bugbear for most people is when you get a site up and running, you don't know how to get traffic, but I show you every single month with separate PLR packs in different niches, but where to get targeted traffic that will bring you hundreds of visitors that are interested in that niche and the products within. So not many PLR memberships do that. So that's what you get. That's what the 30-day challenge is about. Now, on top of that, if you get, obviously you don't have to stop at 5 sites. You might go for 10, you might go for 20. And if you have a different, if you want to go for 20 or 10, different than 5, let me know. Reply to this thread, let me know, and I will think up some different prizes, or I will add to the prizes. So let me know if you're going to go for more than 5 sites, and I will make it worth your while and add some free prizes. Firstly, and I know I'm going on and on here, but I just want to tell you a bit about why I'm doing it. Purely for this reason, because I have a lot of clients. I have the Azon Kickstart methods. There was Kickstart 1, then there's version 2, then there's 2014. So I've released a lot of courses on Amazon. And I know the main thing holding people back is action. But I hate to say that because it sounds like people aren't taking action, and that's not the case. It's the questions that come up. It's the things that hold them back. It's the technical stuff that holds them back. It's all manner of things that hold you back. But the key to this is I know you can make money online simply by following this method and just getting the sites out there. And my main aim is for you to get 5 or even better 10 sites out there, and you will notice from those 5 or 10 sites, if you follow through the system, that you make money, and then you concentrate on the ones that are making money, and then you decide to keep them or add to them to make more money, or you decide to sell them on Flipper, and you're growing a business. Every single site you build obviously is yours to own. I'm not asking for the sites. I'm asking for your time to follow these videos. Don't just watch them, really take action on them and get up and running and start making some money. So on to that point, I'll stop waffling on about power packs. That's up for grabs. So let me tell you how to pick a half decent niche or a good niche on Amazon. So here we are at the Amazon homepage. The first thing you want to do, I've picked one out, but you obviously look through the categories here. And I'll show you a niche, a good niche, and I'll also show you sort of things that I look for. So this is one I've picked out. It's elliptical trainers. I hope I'm saying that right. Bit of a tongue twister, but here we are. Quite a good niche. Now, the first thing I do, I just go back so I can show you. So you pick out, let's pick out another niche. So we just go to toys, kids and baby. We go to baby, for instance, just click on there. The first thing you want to do is when you're picking out a niche is look on the left hand side. So you pick something from the main menu, you look on the left hand side and you want to narrow down into a niche. So let me just go back to show you again. Toys, kids and baby. So then we go and we pick something baby. Here we go. And then you've got all the niches here. So I might narrow down into, let's have a look. Activities and playtime, baby toys, and let's have a look there. Activity toys. You can see them all here when I narrow down. I mean, you can actually, if you want to really narrow down, I'm not going to pick it, but if you wanted to really narrow down, there would be a niche in baby hammering and pounding toys, something they can that will keep them entertained. And you've got toys, stroller toys as well, so you know that will be a niche. But I'm not saying don't go that far down into a niche. Of course you can, and it will be easier to get ranked. You can see some of these are selling really well, but what you want to do, I'll start again. I've picked one out anyway, but just to give you a more broad niche, something that you can, say if we go to sports and outdoors and we go to exercise and fitness, and we go to, let's have a look, we go to pedometers, so you click on there, and there we go, Fitbit Flex, and you've got all the, which is also a very good niche by the way. But you want to start out and you want to narrow down. Now what to look for, I've picked one out, and the one we're going to go for this example is elliptical trainers. Now you also want to look at what you can call elliptical trainers, because you've got elliptical trainers. I'll move on to that in a minute, because they can also be called steppers or step machine exercises, or all sorts of, what I'm trying to say is when people are searching for these things in Google, they might not type in elliptical trainers, they might type in steppers, they might type in all different things. So you want to start thinking like that. But how you know if a product's going to do well is you sort them by new and best selling. So here we go, Stamina in Motion, elliptical trainer. And if I scroll down on this listing, we can see all the reviews. Now the reviews here, most helpful customer reviews, what you're really looking for is the frequency of the reviews on the right hand side, because it tells you how, like that one was published 1 day ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago. And if you bear in mind that not everybody will leave a review, so you can actually have a look at the reviews and you can get a rough idea of how well the products are actually selling. Now ideally this is an example niche, and it's one I'm going to go with to explain the process to you. But ideally you want to see reviews being left every few hours, like 3 hours ago, 6 hours ago, 7 hours ago. If you got that stuff, if they're buying that quickly, not every single person's going to leave a review. And if you got like 7 hours ago, 6 hours ago, 4 hours ago, it means it's selling. And then you can also, I'll just show you. So here I am at Google Trends, and I'm going to show you the difference between keywords. So elliptical trainers, I've typed in there, that's the blue one, lots of search volume there. With Google Trends, it just gives you a sort of score out of 100 of how popular the term is. And then I typed in stepper trainer, so there's still people, not as many searches, but there's still people looking for that. And you can get an idea of other keywords or queries that you can pick up that are rising, and the top ones. Like for instance, best elliptical trainers is there. Elliptical cross trainers, so you might want to target that keyword. You can obviously use the Google keyword tool. Now in the Amazon Kickstart 2014 method, how I recommend you form the site is you go to, back to this one. You go to your niche and you pick out 3 to 5 of the top products. And once you got them, you're aiming to get ranked on these product names, because some people type in the product name, they type in the whole product name, and then you're also looking to build your posts, so you have a post and page format. Again, I'll put a link to Azon Kickstart 2014 so you can see the whole course, but bear in mind with Azon Power Packs, with your membership, you get free access to that Azon Kickstart. So for those of you that are watching this video and think, oh hang on Chris, this all sounds brilliant, but I don't know how to build an Amazon site. If you don't know how to build an Amazon site, I suggest you grab hold of Power Packs. You will actually get a free niche for this month, and you also get a bonus niche. So you get 2 niches, I'll tell you what they are. You get gaming headsets, and that's for the latest Xbox One and PS4, and you also get rowing machines. And I'll show you exactly where to get traffic and give you all the content, all the articles, all the keywords, so you can start right away, and tell you how to rewrite the PLR, and you get access to Azon Kickstart 2014. So that's well worth doing if you don't know how to build a site. But for those that do, what you're aiming to do is you'll have your main products as pages on the site. So again, I'm not discounting anyone's way of building Amazon sites. If you've got your own way, that's fine, use that. But the way I do it is have pages of the products, so stick them on pages, and then your posts will be made up of your keywords. So you might have a post, top elliptical trainer reviews or best elliptical trainer, and add really good content. Which leads me on, this is day 2. Day 3, I'm going to tell you how to write the content and make it good. But I just also wanted to tell you, so that's the niche that you can use, elliptical trainers and steppers. Get going with that. And also, I'll just show you stepper trainer, which is a weird sort of phrase. If I type this in quotes into Google, you can see that there's only 8,210 websites sort of competing for that phrase. Because what happens when you type something in quotes, it only brings me the results with that exact phrase. So that's you can get traffic quite easily, and if someone types in stepper trainer, they may or may not be looking for elliptical trainers. But here we go, so it's brought up stepper trainers, actually brings up a shoe, so you might stepper trainer machine. There we go. Now let's just see. So you mess about with it a bit, check it on Google AdWords keyword tool. There you go, 12,900 results. It won't get a huge amount of traffic, but if you're looking for the sort of easy to rank phrases, start thinking about different things that if you can, that the product will be known as. Elliptical trainers, stepper trainers, and then there was another one, wasn't there? I'll just show you. You had elliptical cross trainers, so you could try that. So let's just see while we're here. Elliptical cross trainers. Here we go, 534,000. And they look like a different sort of trainer. In fact, and this is based on, you can see this is because I'm based in the UK, it's bringing me up ads in the UK. But it looks like a different machine. It looks like the sort of one with the handles, so you might want to go into that niche. we put it in quotes or speech marks, 121,000 results to compete with, which isn't that many for a phrase like that. So there you go, and you can see people getting ranked. Workout World. So you look at who's ranking as well, but you can get ranked. That's a good one to start with. It's up to you which one you start with. You can pick a niche. If you've got any questions, do let me know. Do subscribe to this thread. You go to Thread Tools and you just subscribe. And also, if you are sort of watching it, as I say, and brand new and want to get going and understand this stuff, do pick up Azon Power Packs. There's a link below this video, and it will give you a membership. You actually get the gaming headsets and you get the rowing machine. It's $17 a month, and you get a power pack, an Azon PLR power pack, delivered every single month. And I'm also going to put a link for those of you that really want to get going and understand this stuff. I'm doing one-on-one coaching, and that's when you get you can select from these plans anyway. I'll put this page underneath this video and you'll be able to see exactly what you get. The main benefit of this is you can start off with one site, just the coaching, and you can read through it. You can watch the videos actually. There's bronze, silver and gold, and they're all for different levels. If you really want to get going, the gold plan will give you literally, you're able to, well, I will build you 10 sites that will start making you money, and build them in the Azon Kickstart 2014 method. But much more than that, I also give you the coaching and 10 30-minute coaching sessions. Now, do watch these videos if you're interested in really taking the 30-day challenge. And for any people watching this video, if you go for the coaching, any package, I will also give you free 12 months access to the Azon Power Pack so you can get started. So a lot of information there. I look forward to working with you personally, or I look forward just to speaking to you on these videos if you're watching through the challenge. But do take it up. Let me know how many sites you're going to build. Reply to this thread. Let's get going and make some money with Amazon. Okay guys, I will see you in day 3. Cheers.